Missy be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long as Scarface, so shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, she, yeah. Let me grab the microphone and I'ma take it away. Say so. Say so.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It is great to have you with us. It's New York facing the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at Indiana. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
Yeah, tough start to this series, but you come home, you win one game, and that changes the momentum. And that has to be the focus here tonight. Just win one game in your building.
Yeah, it's basically do or die. There's no doubt about that. They can't be discouraged by the 2 losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The crowd isn't discouraged. We know that much. Just listen to them.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jay in a 2-guard. He's out there with DJ Augustine. Bargnani is out there with Barnes.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end. You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Augustine passes to Bargnani. New York moving the ball around. Now here is Augustine. He's covered by Watson. No good from Jay.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
Watson with it. Now guarded by Jay. Watson kicks it to West. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He had the demeanor you might expect from a coach in his situation. After dropping the first 2 in hostile territory, he recognizes the task they have in front of them. He said, we didn't get it done on the road, and now we have to take care of business at home. Simple as that. Let's see how it plays, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to George. West at the elbow. Fader on the way. That's good. West has got his second bucket.
Yeah, he's almost putting on a little show out there with that fadeaway jumper.
Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Bargnani. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. In a moment now to show you some of the league's leaders from the regular season. This time, the top rebounders at the small forward position. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. They play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in this league.
And I think it's an area that they all take pride in, Steve. They know they can score. That's expected of their position. But where you separate yourself is going after rebounds. And these guys are really determined to excel in that part of the game.
Now here is Augustine. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. From 11 feet away. And it's Bargnani again missing. Indiana trailing here. Here is Watson. Picked by West. 6 on the shot clock. Watson kicks to George. That doesn't go either for George.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
The shot's good from Jay. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. George against Barnes. West dishes to Watson. Pass to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Perry Jones in for David West. Shumpert is checked in for New York. Gets it to go. That one good from Jay.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Here is Watson looking for his first basket still in this one. With the teardrop, here's Jones. It's rebounded by Bargnani.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Nice shooting.
Points.
And he knew that.
Let's go. You're up. My time.
8 seconds left in the first. The shot by George, wide open. Can't nail the jumper. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Knicks lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.